Hey guys, Boo Cosplays. Wow, I am not centered. There you go. Hey guys, Boo Cosplays here, and today's video, I decided I'm going to do more videos on like tips for cosplay and stuff. Like especially as a minor cosplayer, it really helps with helping some of my other fellow minor cosplayers or new cosplayers even. With tips for beginners, and just having those small little tutorials and tips helps a lot, especially me, because again, I'm still a minor cosplayer, so I don't have the money for like half cosplay stuff that I have. Anyway, so today's video is how to cosplay as a beginner. Picking an easy character, and how to do that. So you want to pick a character that has a really simple character design, or at least one of their outfits is really simple to match. And then you also want to relate to that character, like almost have the same personality as the character, or be comfortable wearing that costume. And then you'll also have to like the character too, because if you don't like being that character, then you're just going to be miserable the whole time you're wearing it. My first cosplay was Puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't have TikTok anymore, but you'll see it if you scroll all the way down on my TikTok. Because I didn't delete the account, because I still want to be known as a cosplayer, but I just deleted TikTok off my phone, so I don't have TikTok anymore, but I do still have the account. So, yeah. So yeah, my very first cosplay was Puppet from Five Nights at Freddy's. I had no experience. All I had was just this little eyeshadow palette that I used for all my makeup and some red lipstick. So I would use the red lipsticks for my lips and for the cheeks of Puppet. And then I had purple eyeshadow that I would just like, wah, and then that would work perfectly fine. But that's all the makeup I had. And then I just like threw a beanie over my head, or I made a mask for it and put it on. I still have that mask actually, it's over there. I just use it as like a little prop if I'm cosplaying Charlotte, aka Charlie, or doing the puppet even, because like I'll do the face paint and stuff and then I'll just like have the little mask right here, because I just think it looks better that way. Or I'll still wear the beanie. But I'm also wearing a white wig with it, so it would be like a white wig with a beanie. Anyway. Do your research on the character, and I'd suggest doing that before you, like, pick the character even, because, if you do because if you're like, oh, I want to do this character, and then you do the research and then find out that you probably don't want to do that character, then you're going to be in a whole nother situation where you have to completely pick another character and do the research on that character. So what I do is I have several different characters planned, and then I do the research on all of them and decide which one is the best for me. I wish I knew this when I first started cosplaying, because I just thought Puppet would be an easy character, but I didn't know like any of her lore since I was still new to like the actual fandom of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I've been a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's ever since it first came out, ever since FNAF 1 came out. And so, I knew who all the characters were, but I knew like almost none of the lore besides William Afton being a serial killer. Yeah. So, yeah, do your research on the character and make sure you know a lot about them before you actually cosplay the character, because I just kind of did whatever. Picture references. Once you pick your character, you're going to want a picture reference of the exact way you want to cosplay. Like, this could even be pictures of other cosplayers, but I'd also suggest having a picture of the actual character. Like even when I'm doing my closet cosplay challenges, I usually have some other device with me so I can look at a picture reference for the makeup, at least. Like, I plan the outfit beforehand so that my video isn't taking 5 hours for me trying to plan the outfit. And then I just do the makeup with picture references, and yeah. And then, like, later on after the video, I might change up the makeup a little bit. Like you saw on my Metaton cosplay, the thumbnail picture is my makeup after I filmed. Like, I think I put that in the description that I decided to change the makeup afterwards because I liked this other look so much better than the old one. Because the old one was like a weird blendy mess, and like I'm still new to blending makeup and I can't do it very well. Like, I'm more used to like just solid shading, like with art and stuff, because I'm used to drawing cartoony, like anime kind of styles. But yeah. So yeah, get a picture reference of the actual character, and then like maybe another picture of a cosplayer that's doing that outfit, and then like another picture of like a cosplayer with that face, like a cosplayer that has roughly what kind of makeup you want to do. Don't completely copy them because that's just no. Just like do like how you get inspired by that look, and yeah. Plan and budget. This also has to go with quality as well. So for planning, I'd suggest like doing a sketch of the character, like even with color and stuff. Then like taking little notes on it as well. Like draw little lines, take little notes on what you need and how you want the character to look. Also with the makeup, how I plan my makeup is I have this template saved on my phone of a person's face. Like, it's just like a simple cartoony face kind of thing. A lot of cosplayers use this same reference picture, so of course I had to use it too. And it just kind of helps me a lot with makeup and stuff, where I just kind of roughly like draw how I want to do the makeup and like color it on my phone, and yeah, it just helps a lot. Even if I don't have those exact colors, I still try to pick colors I know that I have, even if it's not exact. But yeah. Then for budget and quality, you'll need to find out how high of quality you want it, like if you care if it's really good or if you don't care about the quality of it. Like for me, I normally don't care about the quality of most of my cosplays, but I'm not really likely to go out in public unless it's a little higher quality, like mid, I'd say. Like for lower quality cosplays, those are really easy to do. You just, like, it's usually closet cosplays that end up being lower quality, unless you have a really unique sense of style like I do. Like this, I love this. I would wear this every day if I could. But yeah. So there's like a difference between how expensive you want it or how cheap you want it. Like, it's either expensive and less work or cheap and more work. I usually go for the cheap and more work just because I don't have money. I'm a teenager. I don't have money. But, yeah. So it's either you buy something cheap and then you, like, add more onto that, which makes it a lot of work. Like, trust me, it's a lot of work. Like right now I'm trying to make a rose quartz ball gown. I have never made a ball gown in my life, and I'm doing it without a reference, which, well, I'm doing it with a reference picture, just not like, I'm doing it without a pattern. So I just bought like a cheap white dress, and it only went down to my knees and it didn't flare out as much as I wanted it to. So I just cut off like the whole skirt part of it. Then I like, sewed on a star near my belly button, like right here, and then I got a little iron-on patch, ironed it on right there. Then I bought a pink gem and super glued it right there. So yeah. Then right now I'm just trying to work on like the big skirt part of it. The white part turned out really bad, but I'm hoping it'll work out when I'm done with it. Because I kind of like the messy look of it, but also rose quartz is supposed to be like this big, majestic, beautiful being. So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out in the end, but we'll see. Yeah, there's a difference between budget and quality. Watch tutorials for like anything. And that's probably why you're here, either because you just want to start cosplaying or you just wanted a few little tips. But yeah, watch tutorials for like almost anything. Like if you don't know how to sew, learn how to sew, and like what the right stitches are to do for what. I still don't even know that. I'm still a beginner at sewing. Yeah. Plus my sewing machine is kind of crap. I need to get a new one. Yeah. Yeah, just watch tutorials. There's so many wig styling tutorials out there. So many sewing, crochet even. Like, I do crochet a lot. I do sewing, crochet, gluing. Like, I do all the above. Yeah. I don't think I've crocheted for a cosplay yet, but I've been trying to. Like, I tried to find a pattern for crochet gloves. It did not work out very well. I gave up halfway. But right now I'm trying to like crochet a little sweater thing, kind of like this one, just without the strings. But yeah. Like it's just gonna be like, excuse me? It's just got caught on my blanket. Like it's just gonna be like one solid color, plus I'm probably gonna crochet some mushrooms to put on it because it's cute. But you know. Anyway. And then shopping. It's better to buy things that are close enough to what you want over finding something that's exact. Because most of the time, like, if you're getting some kind of Disney princess cosplay and you try to find, like, exact shoes, then they're probably going to be really small because most of the time it's little kids who try to cosplay those characters. Instead, I would, like, if it's a little too big, just cut it and hem it if needed. Then if it's like missing some color or if it's like the wrong color, just paint it, dye it, do whatever with it to make it the color you want. Even then, half the time I don't even paint or dye stuff unless I really, really have to. I'm trying to think of an example because I know I did it a few times. Oh, I dyed pom-poms on a little head I have over there. I also dyed some fabric, like just some little bits of fabric for a few of my other smaller projects. Yeah. I wouldn't suggest like straight on painting the fabric unless it's just a little section, but if it's like a whole entire like shirt that you're trying to paint, I would just straight up dye it instead of painting it. I'm saying this from experience because I was trying to make my Elizabeth Afton cosplay, so I bought a shirt, like just a simple, well, actually I didn't buy it, I got it from our, like, my family has a pile that we, like a pile of clothes that we usually just donate, and since there's a lot of boys in my family, we had a lot of button-up shirts in there because we still have one that's growing, and he's my little brother. He's taller than me. It's really sad. Anyway, So yeah, I just took a shirt from that pile. I taped off everything I didn't want painted, and then I just tried to hand paint it. I do have some pink fabric paint, but not a lot, so I mixed my fabric paint with acrylic paint with some water. Because sometimes water can help it go on a little smoother. Well, not really smoother, but it'll help the paint last a little longer. Yeah, sorry, I have a mosquito bite on my arm. It is bugging me. Okay. You don't have to be in character the whole time. I know this is just kind of out of order. I just kind of wrote this list on whatever was in my head. Yeah. You don't have to be in character for cosplay. If you're taking a picture or something, then yeah, you might want to be in cosplay while taking a picture. Or if you're, going on an outing. If you watch cosplay outing videos on YouTube, most of the time they're in character for the fun of it. I'm usually in character just because I find it more fun, plus I'm an actor, so it's how can I not be in character? I'm currently in a Newsies play, and I got to come up with my own character, and I'm suddenly obsessed with him. His name is Ducky. He was found by the rest of the Newsies with a little wooden duck, so I crocheted a little duck. He's in my bag. I bring him to rehearsal I bring him to every single play rehearsal, because I have to. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I'm always in character when I'm at play rehearsals, or just whenever I'm in cosplay in general. Then thrift stores. Thrift stores will be your best friend. I am in love with thrift stores. It's my home away from home, along with Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's where I buy all my fabric and yarn. I also buy little fabric samples from Walmart, which those are usually enough to do the job. So yeah. But yeah, thrift stores, you can find almost anything you need. Usually clothes. Even if you just need a little bit of fabric, I'd find some crappy piece of clothing and just use that. Or if you're making a foam suit and you need shoes to put inside of the shoes to make them a little more stable, you can buy crappy shoes there, crappy ugly shoes, and use those. Yeah. Avoid buying costume or party wigs. Around Halloween time, there's obviously going to be a lot of costume wigs that are just really, really poor quality. I still have some from when I first started cosplaying. I think I still have my red one, my purple one, and my pink one. The pink one is probably going to be the next one I'll get rid of. My purple one I use for Amity, so I've been kind of dreading getting rid of that one until I buy a new one. Or just dyeing my hair purple. I've kind of wanted to do that. But, yeah. Then my red one, that one was probably my favorite one. My black one was probably my favorite one, actually, but I threw that one away because it got really tangled because I used it for Mr. Aizawa, so I had to, really mess it up. Plus, that cosplay was horrible. I think I still have a picture of it. If I find it, I'll put it right here. But yeah. And then, so wigs that you can buy, most wigs you buy on Amazon are usually perfectly fine, but I would check the quality of it before you buy it. Check reviews and all this other stuff. There's one cheap brand that I would recommend for just simple little cosplays, and that brand is Map of Beauty. Most of my wigs come from that brand, and it has done me no wrong. It's a great brand, but the wigs are a little lower quality, but they're better than costume wigs. They're made for cosplay, but they're just cheaper wigs. I think the cheapest one I got was $10. You can buy them for pretty cheap. They're just kind of a little lower quality. So I just use them for like simpler cosplays, or I buy like their short hair ones, because their short hair ones are amazing. Like, I don't think they tease very well, and I'll explain that later. Like, you can't really style them very easily because they are cheaper. If you want to buy a wig for a specific character, I would suggest finding a wig for that specific character and styling it yourself. Sometimes you can find pre-styled wigs online, but they're usually more expensive. So, like for my Deku wig, I had to style that one on my own. This was like my 10th time styling it. It is still in very rough shape, but you know, I also haven't cosplayed Deku in a while. But I have been just fixing his wig once in a while because it would lose its shape. And I'm kind of dreading cosplaying him because I don't want the spikes to get ruined. Especially in the back, because like the back is what I'm the most proud of because it looks so good. Like, I'll probably get a picture of it before posting this video so I can show you guys. But like, this is the best I have ever styled the wig. When I first styled it, I just used really cheap spiking glue. Like, it's not glue, but it's for hair, so it's spiking glue. And you use it for, and it's what it sounds like, you use it for spiking. But I used a cheaper brand because I thought just any spiking glue would work. Nope. So the brand I use now is Got2b, which is actually a brand that is highly recommended by cosplayers. Like, especially their hairspray and spiking glue. And I am so happy with it. Like, my Deku wig has definitely seen better days, but he is looking the best he has ever looked. Just because of the spiking glue. Then for wig styling, I was already sort of talking about it. Some wigs can be ironed and crimped, but only certain wigs. Like, it's normally the more expensive wigs. You need to, again, check the reviews and the descriptions of the wigs, see if they're heat resistant. Even then, if you do flat iron or crimp a wig, you'll want to have it at the lowest heat setting, so then it doesn't end up melting the fibers of the wig. The wig I have for rose quartz, it is a cheaper one. I'm planning on, but I also use that wig for other cosplays, so I wasn't expecting to use it for rose quartz. So I'm probably gonna get a better one for rose quartz. Plus, I'm probably gonna get 2 wigs for her and then just like sew the 2 wigs on top of each other. I've seen that trick, and I really want to try it. So yeah. It just gives it a lot more volume, and then, like, especially crimping. I've never tried crimping a wig before, but I've seen it work wonders for other cosplayers. Plus, there's this trick called teasing, where you basically lift up the hair, like, comb it up, and then it will, like, add more volume. Like, you just do that in layers, and then it works really well. Especially on a few of my wigs. I think it works on my white one that I use for Sans. Maybe my Todoroki one. I believe it works on my Todoroki one, because that one was a more expensive wig, so it's a nice wig. I'm not sure about all my wigs, but it works on, like, I've tested it on several of my wigs, but I don't remember which ones teased and which ones didn't. I think my red one does, like my short red one. But yeah. Normally when you first tease wigs, it ends up making the wig look really messy at first. But you gotta trust the process. Like, you tease it, and then, like, normally that helps with spiking and stuff. Like, for Bakugo and Deku, you have to, like, tease the wig up, and then, like, put the gel in there so then it will, like, stay up like that. And then when you're finally done, you'll want to hairspray it. Again, using the Got2b hairspray. I don't own any, but I do want some. But it is a more expensive brand, but it works wonders on wigs. And that's all I have for you today. If you have questions, leave them leave them down in the comments, and you will also see my website down in the description if you want to visit it. It is sites.google.com/view/babyweeb cosplays. It's not an official website, but it is a website. So go visit that. You will see all my socials on there. Even my new public Instagram. Keep in mind that I will not contact any of you in Instagram unless you are a cosplayer or someone I know in real life. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say. And love y'all. Bye!